Now, if you're looking for a delicious veggie-based dish, look no further. Check out this next recipe.
Made with love by Clover.
So if you have been avoiding dairy for the longest time due to the discomfort that you get from ingesting lactose, you're certainly not alone, a lot of people suffering out there, then you are going to be quite happy to know that you can be free, lactose-free. In fact, with lactose-free's dairy range from Clover NOLAC. We use it in so many different kind of cooking incantations, even just to drink it on its own, it's delicious. And our NOLAC Ratatouille Frittata is going to bring together the deliciousness into one simple veggie-based dish and none of the lactose intolerant symptoms you may have been experiencing. I promise you, this is not going to skimp on the flavor. You're still going to get the beautiful texture and obviously a beautiful range of nutrients as well. Yeah. And you, my man, have been on a roll in the kitchen, okay?
We're doing some
And
things.
I didn't say that. You know that Kel said that. Eh? Kelly, our foodie fairy, he was like, Raul's on a roll. Actually did a hand thing. Yeah, so you're on a roll.
All that positive kitchen energy, man.
You're going to be cooking up all the ingredients.
Yes.
I'll help you out along the way
please.
with a couple of the ingredients. But essentially, Ratatouille, nice vegetable base, and there are a couple of usual suspects.
Yeah, so we've got lots of colours.
Creamy, could be an aubergine.
I like that. Of course, we've got the eggplant here that's going to be going in just a bit. We're going to start this recipe off, and I'm definitely going to need your help here, right? So we've got some onions that have been diced up, some red pepper, some zucchini, as well as your eggplant. And then before we even get that done, I'm just going to put some oil in the pan. The pan should be a little bit hot for this.
It is on, yeah.
Yeah, that is on. That's cooker looking. And then, as always, with most of our ingredients, you want to pop some garlic in there, just a little bit of salt and pepper. And then, like I said, we're going to start sauteing our ingredients. So like I did mention earlier, starting off with the onion and some red pepper. If I can ask you, G, I just want to add some more fresh. Yeah, just can you dice me up some tomato there? Just to add into this. The tomato is always just going to give it that extra freshness that we want out of this mixture. And essentially after this, kind of just sauteing everything together, getting those flavors to combine quite nicely, because this is kind of going to be the heart and the meat, excuse the pun, of this dish. Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. So what I did was I added 1 cup of our NOLAC to our egg mixture, which is going to give it a beautiful creamy texture, and of course, no lactose going in there. So if you do struggle with dairy, and I know the struggle is real, this is such a beautiful alternative. I also love the amazi, which we used in one of our recipes yesterday.
Can you imagine what life was like a couple years ago when you actually didn't even have this?
Have access to this sort of
thing. These meals were not an option. You just couldn't eat it.
No, you were just in discomfort all the time. That was the basic gist of it.
It really is quite cool too. I know it's a weird thing and it might be an overused pun and a word, but like, this is inclusive cooking, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Man.
In a sense, you know?
Nobody gets left behind.
Yeah,
absolutely love it.
Nice job on the dicing there, G. So essentially, once we've sauteed this, we get it to a nice sort of texture, get it nice and soft. We've broken down all the cellulose in some of the plants and stuff. We're going to end up with a voila. This
right? Look, it does seem a little underwhelming when you see it all come out that size.
I know, but that's the problem with it. I mean, especially when you look at like your eggplant and stuff. When you're sauteing things, it does shrink.
It reduces massively.
So start off with as much as you can because it is going to reduce, but it's not going to lose its flavor.
Perfect. Yeah, exactly. The flavor's there, and of course all the nutrients are there. Yeah. And we've got our Clover NOLAC into our egg mixture here. What I love, the Clover NOLAC is pre-treated with the enzyme lactose to break down lactose. It makes it then easier to digest, and it's also very nutrient-rich as well. Spread those puppies around. You see, it's perfect.
Spread those puppies around. Yeah, man. So we're starting with our first layer. Obviously got all these good rainbow ingredients in here. And then you, with that beautiful 6-egg and NOLAC mixture, you can pop that straight over onto this dish. And I mean, the hard
I've been working on my whisk technique.
Some fine
one of the man, just to really
you've got some aerated bubbles on the top there. That definitely means you put some elbow grease into it. So well done on you, G. Feeling sprightly on this Tuesday.
Someone explain it to me. You've got to discipline the eggs in the bowl. You've got to discipline them, smack them. Absolutely beautiful. And then some fresh herbs to round it off, but just the colors look amazing, and that's a good indication that we're obviously getting the full vitamin spread. This is 180 in the oven, 15 to 20 minutes.
Pop it in there.
The key thing is you want it to be beautifully kind of golden brown on the exterior and obviously cooked through. The veggies have all been par cooked, so you don't have to worry about those cooking through. But there you have it. Easy.
Hey, we did a good job, man. Nice
Well
stuff,
done,
brother.
Sunshine. Hopefully that's inspired you to look at your breakfast slightly differently. Well, this is breakfast, lunch, or supper. In fact, absolutely beautiful, delicious, nutritious, and of course, completely lactose-free. But if you missed any of the steps, take a look at this.
Made with love by Clover.